Welcome to the annual Payroll Workbook for the 2025-2026 financial year. This system is designed as a comprehensive payroll management, moving from core assumptions in the control panel and tax slabs to detailed monthly execution and a final year-end reconciliation. To ensure the logic holds up under pressure, we have modeled 150 synthetic employees, including 15 joiners and 15 leavers, specifically to validate our proration and leave accrual algorithms across the 12-month cycle from July 2025 to June 2026. The control panel sheet serves as the engine room of our calculations. Here we define ZIX Limited's corporate policy, including a salary structure where basic pay is set at 50% of gross and house rent allowance at 45%. We have also automated the calendar and working day logic, ensuring that overtime multipliers and statutory contribution caps, such as the 40,000 ceiling for EOB and Social Security, are applied with 100% consistency across all pay periods. Accurate withholding starts with the income tax slabs for tax year 2026. We have mapped the 6-tier progressive structure required for salaried individuals. It ranges from a 0% floor for those earning under $600,000 annually to a 35% rate on excess income for those above the $4.1 million mark. By hard-coding these thresholds into the workbook, we ensure that monthly tax estimates align perfectly with final annual liabilities. Our journey begins with the employee master, which acts as the single source for all 150 staff members. Looking at the top of our roster, Hamid Hashmi, our supply chain manager, carries a contracted gross salary of $764,000. This sheet captures critical joining dates and banking details such as IBAN numbers, while tracking opening leave balances to ensure that every calculation downstream, whether it is monthly pay or final settlement, is based on verified baseline data. As we continue through the employee master, we see a diverse range of salary bands and tenure. By maintaining this master list, we can track exactly who is active at any given point, which is essential for managing a payroll that fluctuates in headcount month over month. The final segment of our master list includes our entry-level and marketing staff with contracted salaries ranging from $41,000 for recruitment officers to over $74,000 for senior finance roles. By centralizing this data, we avoid the risk of redundant data entry across the 12 monthly registers, ensuring that any update to an employee's designation or salary is instantly reflected in every pay period across the entire 2025-2026 financial year. Moving into the first month of execution, July 2025, we see our register in action. For EMP-001, Hamid Hashmi, the system identifies 31 eligible days and applies a full salary structure. However, the system's precision is truly evident for EMP. Zabitu Natsia Mehmood, where 3 LOP days were recorded, resulting in 28 days paid. The structure check column remains at 0, confirming that our basic rent and medical allowances sum up perfectly to the contracted gross. Continuing through the July register, we observe various attendance scenarios. For EMP-113, Tahir Waraich 2 days of loss of pay were deducted, demonstrating how the system automatically adjusts for unpaid leave. For new joiners like EMP-129 Umaira Jaffrey, who joined on July 28th, the system correctly calculates only 4 days of pay, ensuring we never overpay for partial service months. This page details the conversion from gross earnings to taxable income for July. For our top earners such as Hamid Hashmi, the monthly taxable income of $725,800 is annualized to $8.7 million, placing him in the highest tax bracket. The system automatically subtracts the medical allowance exemption, capped at 10% of basic salary, to arrive at the most tax-efficient figure for each employee. As we look further down the July tax calculations, we see how lower income tiers are handled. For EMP-103, Harun Niazi, an annualized taxable income of $957,600 results in a modest monthly tax of just $298. The workbook consistently applies these slabs to every individual, totaling nearly $3 million in tax withholdings for the company during this first pay period. The final stage of the July payroll calculates the net pay and the total employer cost. For Hamid Hashmi, after EOBI and Provident Fund deductions, his net pay stands at $545.99. Crucially, the system also tracks the employer's burden, including gratuity provisions and Social Security, bringing the total cost to company for this employee to $863,887 for the month of July. Concluding the July period, we see the company-wide totals. Total net salary payable across the roster reached $21.67 million, while the total cost to company, or CTC, hit $29.57 million. We also tracked 799.99 leave days carried forward, providing a clean audit trail for both financial and HR management. The data from July 2025 to June 2026 is now ready to be rolled up into our annual summary for final audit. We end the financial year with 2,026 leave days accrued. This rolling total is now ready for carryover into the 2026-2027 financial year master list, or for encashment as per company policy, bringing our 12-month payroll execution to a successful close. The annual summary is the crown jewel of our reporting. Over the 2025-2026 financial year, ZIX Limited processed a total of $323.7 million in gross earnings. Looking across our entire roster, we successfully processed nearly 292 million PKR in annual net salary. The system managed 13.2 million PKR in Provident Fund contributions and tracked a total company CTC of over 370 million PKR. We also see that for several staff members, small tax adjustments of a few PKR were identified, ensuring that our year-end reconciliation is 100% accurate and ready for audit. Concluding the annual summary, we see a company-wide tax reconciliation of 1.2 million PKR, mostly due to refunds for leavers and partial year joiners. Our total leave liability stands at 2,158.4 closing days. These figures provide a complete and transparent audit trail from the first joiner's salary to the final leaver's net pay, all while maintaining perfect alignment with FBR tax regulations and corporate HR policy. From the complex data of the annual summary, the system generates simplified employee-facing outputs like the salary slip. Providing this level of transparency is essential for employee trust and reduces the administrative burden on our HR help desk. For the finance team, the system produces automated bank disbursement advice. This advice from Meeson Bank clearly lists every active employee, their IBAN, and the exact net salary to be credited. In the MAR 2026 single advice, we are authorizing the transfer of 22.54 million PKR, a high-stakes process that is fully protected by the accuracy of our automated workbook. The second half of our disbursement advice ensures that every employee down to the entry-level recruitment officers is accounted for. By providing a clean, printable list that totals 22.54 million PKR, we give our bankers and internal auditors the confidence that every rupee is going to the correct account as per the approved payroll register. The annual payroll dashboard provides our leadership with the strategic view. We see that the Human Resources Department had the highest annual CTC at 71.5 million PKR, while Information Technology maintained a lean cost-to-benefit ratio at 31.1 million. The monthly trend chart also identifies the massive bonus spike in February, providing a vital tool for year-over-year budget forecasting and headcount planning. Our final module handles departures with the full and final settlement statement. For Asad Chima, who worked for 1 year and 2 months, the system correctly derived his 1 million PKR grand total settlement. This includes his final month's pay, 105,959 PKR in leave encashment, and a gratuity payout of 460,246 PKR. By automating this sensitive process, we ensure that every leaver is settled fairly, accurately, and in accordance with the policies set back in beginning of workbook.